So it's titled as Shame. Aren't you ashamed? Shame? The word danced about carelessly, flitting its wispy wings, and then dug its way into the deep caverns of my ears. On the wings of innocence, it sped its way, whistling a country tune to the deepest chamber of my heart. Light was spilling out through the crevices of the door. A gentle tap-tapping, and the door flung wide open. A room drenched in the colors of the moon. Shame of different shapes and sizes inhabited the place, gallivanting around in their luminous bottoms. Some were engaged in useless prattle, while some in serious discourse. One rolled a dice here, and another raised a toast there, and a band sang of pleasure and pain. Aren't I ashamed? Thank you.
2072. And this is how I would dream my love life to be. It's a room full of chatter and happiness. All our friends and families are here. Everyone wants to talk to us. Some are waiting for us to just smile at them. Yet, all we want is to catch a glimpse of each other. To see that face one more time that we have been seeing for the past 5 years now, but still can't get enough of. Suddenly the room goes silent. In a moment of perfection, I look at you and you look at me. It's only for a second or two, but we hold each other for eternity. We have shared this moment before, for hours, in restaurants, parks, conversations, and in sex. Yet, here, to openly adore the beauty in each other, surrounded by everyone, even if for a second, that's all we ever wanted. We have made it, love. We are getting married. We live alone now in the mountains, far from the city. I work in our small farm, cook and prepare fire in the evenings. You are busy on your remote job to make us enough. We don't talk a lot, but whenever we do, it is in a language of touch, kisses, kindness, and above all, love. Love is all we ever needed, and love is all we have. I love you and you love me. Such a beautiful life. Let's agree to stop here and not age anymore. But age we do. Our bodies are not limber anymore. Our stomachs are sensitive. And we are scared that we cannot jump so much because our knees might hurt. Life is a little demanding, but hey, we've got each other. We keep a lot to ourselves and do not have the energy for disagreements or discussions. Although every now and then we look at each other, and every time we do, it is still the same way like we did on our wedding day. The kids were right when they said, love is in the air. It's always there. These are the last few years of your life. Mine happened a few years ago. You've been alone, but never desperate. A testament to a strong, loyal, independent man you are. You completed yourself. You loved yourself. That's why you could love me. We were never scared of death. It only made our love grow. There's pain, but we know that there's love too. We did our best to each other and to the world. I love you, my love. This life was a lovely one. Thanks to you. See you soon on the other side. Thank you.
गिद्धको संसार गिद्धको यो संसारमा आमा नछोड्नुस् मलाई यहाँ साह्रै गाह्रो छ तपाईँ बिना गिद्धको यो संसारमा आफ्नै जितले आएको यहाँ आफ्नै जितले आएको यहाँ आधा उमेर बितेको धन कमाउने आशै आसमा भिडियो कलमा देखे जस्तो कहाँ छ र भिडियो कलमा देखे जस्तो कहाँ छ र सुन्नुहोस् भन्दछु आज परदेशी जीवन बिहानको 10 बजेसम्म सुत्ने यो छोरीलाई बिहानको 10 बजेसम्म सुत्ने यो छोरीलाई आज 6 बजेको घाम देख्ने बानी लाग्यो एउटा सिङ्का पनि नभाँच्ने म एउटा सिङ्का पनि नभाँच्ने म आज जबसित एक्लै घर सम्हाल्ने पनि बानी लाग्यो अफिसमा हुँदा बसको नजर बाहिर हुँदा दुनियाँको नजर पटक पटक गिद्धको नजरले हेर्छन् हर पल यहाँ लुस्ने मौका खोज्छन् डर लाग्छ सोच्दा पनि कतै आफू पनि यी नजरको जालमा फसिने हो कि के गर्ने होला अब आमा साह्रै गाह्रो छ तिमी बिना गिद्धको यो संसारमा थ्याङ्क यू
टाइटल छ रेन्टेड रुम रेन्टमा बस्ने अब त्यो हुन्छ नि धुम्रपान एवं मदिरा सेवन स्वास्थ्यको लागि हानिकारक छ स्मोकिङ सिगरेट एन्ड कन्ज्युमिङ एल्कोहल इज इन्जुरियस टु हेल्थ रेन्टेड रुम भित्ताभरि गन्स एन्ड रोजेस बबमा लिएर मेटालिकाका तस्बिरहरू भित्ताभरि गन्स एन्ड रोजेस बबमा लिएर मेटालिकाका तस्बिरहरू तर मोबाइलमा बजिरहेको रामकृष्ण ढकालको त्यो ब्रेकअप सङ भित्ताभरि गन्स एन्ड रोजेस बब मार्ली र मेटालिकाका तस्बिरहरू तर मोबाइलमा बजिरहेको रामकृष्ण ढकालको त्यो ब्रेकअप सङ पलङमा महिना दिनसम्म पानी नदेखेको च्यादरको अनुहार पलङमा महिना दिनसम्म पानी नदेखेको च्यादरको अनुहार माकुराको जालले सजिएका कर्नरहरू सिगरेटको ठुटाहरू कोचारिएर हत्या गरिएको जेलको त्यो रित्तो बट्टाले सजिएको हुन्छ मानचित्र रेन्टेड रुम मट्टीतेलको स्टभमाथि कालो कराईभित्र उम्लिरहेको थियो एक जोडी अन्डा मट्टीतेलको कालो कराईभित्र उम्लिरहेको थियो एक जोडी अन्डा स्टडी टेबलमाथि थाक पारेर राखेका अपोइन्टमेन्ट ग्याजेटहरू डिप्रेसनको शिकार बनेर खाटमुनि लडिरहेका ट्युबका बोतलहरू चार्जिङ पोइन्टमा सुसाइड गरिरहेको चार्जरले दर्शाउँछ ल्यान्डस्केप रेन्टेड रुम दुईजना बेकारी रुममेट कमन रुम कमन टोइलेट कमन बाथरुम मात्र नभएर जिन्स र स्टिल टो पनि कमन बनाएका खुसीहरू कमन रुम कमन टोइलेट बाथरुम मात्र नभएर जिन्स र स्टिल टो पनि कमन बनाएका खुसीहरू खडेरीमा भोकै ननिदाएका निन्द्राहरू बिरामी हुँदा आमाले झै स्याहारेको ममताहरू जात गोत्र धर्म नमिले पनि बनेका परिवारहरू भाँडा धुने र भात पकाउने साटासाट पालोहरू मित्रताको दरिलो पिलरले थामेर राखेको आफ्नै घर रेन्टेड रुम थ्याङ्क यू
So my little cousin is about my little cousin again, Luke Logan Pinto. He's an Anglo. He's a very smart kid, right? And he always inspires me. And the whole story is inspired by a quote from Friedrich Nietzsche's book, The Three Metamorphoses of Soul. So he writes, in order for someone to, fully gain enlightenment or be transformed into a higher Ubermensch, as he says. Ubermensch as in super being or Superman, right? This term was introduced by Nietzsche. One must metamorphosize 3 times. First, we all are born as camels, right? We carry heavy burden, we just work meaninglessly, right? And one fine day that camel wakes up and he realizes, okay, I'm just working. Then that day he transforms into a lion who is king of the jungle, who is very powerful, strong, and knows how to take control of situation. He was proud of his existence. Then again, after a certain point of time, you realize that, okay, now being a lion doesn't take you far. Then the final transformation comes, that is of a child. What's so special about child? He writes, when you become a child again, we get back into that cycle of forgetting and forgiving. Right? For a child, everything is uncertain. Anything is like, they don't, just stick to one thing and they just keep it. And they don't keep a grudge about things. If you don't give him a candy, he'll cry for a moment, but he'll forget the next. He'll come to you, he'll play with you. So that forgetfulness is a very rare and great talent, right? And forgetting it as well. So with that was a bit introduction about the story. So this is how it goes. It was a rainy day, right? So obviously Ghoom during monsoon, especially, right? It's like flooding roads and it was raining. But then surprisingly that day was pretty bright. And when I went out, I could see Tiger Hill and a very notorious cloud, a nimbus behind Tiger Hill, just peeping out, as if to say, okay, I'm going to ruin someone's day today, right? It's very notorious, I tell you. And then, so it was a Saturday, right? It was a Saturday, and my cousin, he came here for leaves in Darjeeling, so he was very excited because he had made friends with a neighbor called Aishman. He's my neighbor's son. And he's like, hey, today I'm gonna play, it's a half day, it's a half day for Aishman, I'll come, he'll come and we'll play together. We'll make Lego houses, we'll play racket. And he's like very excited about it. And you know how kids are, they're jumping around all the time. And so he did his studies, he's made to eat his breakfast, which he definitely doesn't like. He has a lot of complaints, believe it or not. He once said, you know what, this Maggie is very soggy, my mom makes it better. So that's him, right? So now he doesn't like, the pancake is too soggy, the batter is thick, I don't like it, right? And he's complaining, he's getting scolded from his mother. Luke, eat, otherwise I'm not going to let you play with Aishman. And kids. I don't want to eat. He's just playing with his fork and the pancake on the plate, right? And then I said, look, you know what? Aishman will come soon. I've invited him. So just eat up and we'll play together. I have a few plans for you. And he's excited. Oh, really? Okay, all right, we'll play together. And he finishes his work, his lunchtime, and he's again, we are just loitering around. I take him for a walk. We come back and suddenly the day has gone bad. That notorious cloud has now come over Ghoom, right? And it's typical Ghoom weather. As we say, Ghoom chaini Hanman le pareko thau hareika.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
I belong from Ghoom.
Is it? Oh, nice. So, what happened actually, the story behind the story. So, when he was getting the Sanjeevani Booty, Hanuman, right? So he had to rush to get that, right? He just had a lunch, he had that pressure build up, yeah? He had to release it. So that's why Ghoom is always cloudy. But Ghoom is one of the most beautiful places, in my defense, when it's sunny. But rarely it's, sun blesses us. Anyways, back to the story. So now, it starts raining and he's now grumpy about it. Aishman is not gonna come today. Oh, it's raining already. And in no time, it starts raining heavier in his face than outside. He's crying now. He starts crying, throwing tantrums, and now he's got one tupply from his mom as well for not eating, right? Now he's full rage. I don't want to eat, I want to play. And then his grandmother, my grandmother, our grandmother, she used to be a headmistress, like right? So she's like, once he's done with lunch, let's make him paper boats. I don't know, that's very ingenious. I think that comes with experience, right, mom? And then he was done with his lunch, and then we started making paper boats, and he's now suddenly intrigued. He's forgotten about his friends. So he's playing with paper boat, right? And then after a while now, he's coming with all the ingenious ideas. He wants a balloon stuck to the paper boat so it propels itself in the water. So, okay, demands met. After a while, the paper boat also got soggy and it drowned. So now he wants a plane. We made him a plane. And the time just passed. You know, it had 4 hours and gone. And suddenly, there was like a rainbow, twin rainbow, right? Which our Nepali people again believe somebody very famous dies if you have a twin rainbow. I don't know where that idea comes from, but it is a very beautiful sight. So now he's completely forgotten about his aeroplane, and Aishman just pops open the door. He's like, "Look, let's play." Now he's no more interested with playing with Aishman. He's like, "No, I'm good. You can go on. I'll play with my video game. It's okay." And he again got scolded from his mother, but he's fine after a while, right? Thank you, Mr. Sastri. And then, right, heading back to the story, ultimately, you know, he just was engrossed in his games, paper planes, paper boat, right? And ultimately, we realized, right? I realized from this event that being a kid is something, you know, like you can gift yourself. If you can inculcate that idea of being a kid, and if you can be a kid, it's the greatest gift you'll ever do to yourself. So with this, I'd like to implore that we all keep that kid inside us alive, right? See things from their perspective. Everything is new for a kid, right? So he was so much fascinated with the paper boat. And when he plays Legos, you know, when we start doing Lego with a kid, you'll realize, try this, it's a experiment sort of thing. So when you do Legos with kids, you'll realize how, you know, fixated or logical our designs become, right? And they'll be making boats that float in air with trees implanted on them. So I'd say keep your imagination open, right? And let's be kids again. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed the story.
My first poem is I. Who am I, if you ask? I'll simply answer, a human. Although it is not quite all. You see, I'm a female that accepts all the challenges in this biased society. I'm a daughter who wishes to make her parents proud. A sister to the hardworking brother far from home. A genuine friend to those seeking a shoulder to lean on. And I crave to be an asset for the country. Metaphorically, I'm a flower in a path to bloom someday and flourish others along. Thank you.
को हुँ म कसले भन्यो आँसु कवि हुँ म होइन टाइगर हिलबाट देखिने उदाउने रवि हुँ म रवि भनेको घाम आछु दार्जिलिङको जाडोको छवि हुँ म रीतिरिवाजको कुरा गर्छु भने सती प्रथा हुँ म मिठो चिया आहा तर ठगिएको कमान बस्ती हुँ म मिठो चिया आहा तर ठगिएको कमान बस्ती हुँ म बाढी ल्याउने र धान उगाउने एउटै नदी हुँ कहिले कैद अनि कहिले आजाद चरी हुँ म जाति बेच्दिन मनले धनी छु म जाति बेच्दिन मनले धनी छु ठेस पुर्याउँदै हफ्तैपछि भन्ने सरी हुँ म आजको विपनी भोलिको मिथ्या हुँ म 2 दिनको जिन्दगीमा एक दिन सदाको निम्ति भत्किन्छु म 2 दिनको जिन्दगीमा एक दिन सदाको निम्ति भत्किन्छु यो मेरो दोस्रो कविता हो जीवन लेख है खासै गरी म त्यस्तो धेरै लेख्दिनँ है तर पनि है मलाई कोही बेला यस्तो पनि लाग्छ कि लेख्नु भन्दा सायद कर्म गर्नु ठिक हो जस्तो लाग्छ किनभने कविहरू है धेरै मान्छे पनि कोही कोही बेला आफूलाई नै चारैतिर देख्छु है, त्यही भएर यो मेरो कविताको शीर्षक छ जीवन देख है। साहित्यमा पौडिन छ मात्र मलाई डुब्न धेरै डर लाग्छ, साहित्य सुधा एक दुई थोपा मात्र पिउँछु, शब्द समुद्र अनन्त विशाल छ। साहित्यमा पौडिन छ मात्र मलाई डुब्न धेरै डर लाग्छ, साहित्य सुधा एक दुई थोपा मात्र पिउँछु, शब्द समुद्र अनन्त विशाल छ। गहिरो सोच र तपस्यामा बिताउन चाहन्न खयाली साँझहरू, कवितामा त चन्द्रमा तोडी ल्याउँछौ तर घरभित्र आफ्नै मनविवादहरू। मसिले पन्ना भर्नुभन्दा बरु कर्मले लेख लेख्न चाहन्छु, हाँस्दै हँसाउँदै रमाउँदै जाँदा सायद म पनि मेरो सपनीको देश भेटाउँछु। नेपाली भाषाप्रतिको माया हाम्रो खुनभन्दा पनि गाढा छ, नेपाली भाषाप्रतिको माया हाम्रो खुनभन्दा पनि गाढा छ। जाति बेची मातृभाषामा लेख लेख्नेहरू हेरी कञ्चनजङ्घा पनि व्यङ्ग परि हाँस्दछ, जाति बेची मातृभाषामा लेख लेख्नेहरू हेरी कञ्चनजङ्घा पनि व्यङ्ग परि हाँस्दछ। फुलको विवरण त उसलाई सोध जसले छ काँडा छोएको, फुलको विवरण त उसलाई सोध जसले छ काँडा छोएको। बलिदानको अर्थ दियोबोध आमालाई सोध जो शहीद छोरोको यादमा छ रात दिन रोएको, जो शहीद छोरोको यादमा छ रात दिन रोएको। धन्यवाद।
I know. I knew what you had been going through, and I know what you still are, and I know for sure that it is through a lot. I knew it all along, for at least the days you and I belonged. I only wished you had opened yourself up, for you could see the sea I was, that could have gulped your fears, insecurities, and worries up. I just hoped we knew that what we were doing with each other's heart, but now we have nothing left except for all the hurt. Both of us know that we desperately deserve each other's love, but it won't be possible with all the heart-wrenching rituals and customs above. I know you will be able to love again, and you know even I will be able to do the same. The only thing you don't know is that I have the power to love unconditionally and without any barrier, whereas you will have to condition your love by putting up a barrier. Barrier of custom, social class, barrier of rituals. Would that even be a love? We both are devastated with the things we overstated. I know my words are harsh, but your words and actions are even harsher. But it's okay. In fact, it's completely fine, for I know you still miss me even when you dine. And that itself is enough for me, as I can live off with that momentary glee. Yes, it crazed me out a while back, because you behave like a complete crack. I did say things which hurt your sentiments, but you also cannot deny my testaments. I only wish you knew that I'm not the basic type. I always upgrade. I am a difficult one to keep, for what is fun in keeping the basics? I know you're sorry for what you did to me, but I always ask myself, is it helping? It may be helpful with your constant apologies. Maybe then the hurt will be removed from my heart and mind. But sadly, it doesn't work that way. I know you won't come if I love you, or even if I call you. But I will love you if I see you every day. I will love you even if I never see you again. Maybe in the next life, but do not be born as a human, for we will have to go through the same. Come as a bird with free will in mind. Maybe then we can fly off to a distant land and build our own clan. A girl who will never stop loving and dreaming about you. Thank you.
दुई तीनटा कुरालाई जोडेर लेख्न ट्राई गरेको छु, अन्यथा नसम्झिदिनुहोस् होला। सबै त्यहाँ भएको म पनि काल्पनिक हो, त्यो कथामा भएको म जुन चाहिँ छ त्यो रेफरेन्स जुन चाहिँ छ त्यो म पनि काल्पनिक हो, तर त्यो कथाको कतिवटा परिप्रेक्ष्यहरू जुन चाहिँ मैले युज गरेको छु सायद तपाईँले फिल गर्नुहुन्छ होला, तर अन्यथा चाहिँ नसम्झिदिनुहोस् होला है यसलाई पहिल्यै भनेको। तर हेर्नुहोस्, मन दुख्यो भने चाहिँ एकदम सही हो, मैले मन दुखाउनुको लागि नै लेखेको। दाइजो, म सानो छँदा नि मेरो एउटा एकदमै मिल्ने साथी थियो। सबैले त्यसलाई गाउँमा धुइचे भन्थ्यो। अनि एक दिन मैले आमालाई सोधेँ, आमा त्यसलाई धुइचे किन भनेको या दाइजो भनेर किन जिस्काएको भनेर मैले आमालाई सोद्धा आमाले भने कि धुइचेको जुन चाहिँ छ फुपू बिहा भएर आउँदा चाहिँ धुइचेलाई चाहिँ दाइजोको रूपमा दिएको भए। सो प्रथा थियो हाम्रो, त्यो एउटा प्रचलन थियो। सो त्यसले गर्दा त्यसको चाहिँ निकनेमै दाइजो भएछ। सो दाइजो भनेर जिस्काउने, दाइजो धुइचे मसँग एकदमै मिल्ने। हामी सधैँ खेल्थ्यौँ। मलाई धुइचे साह्रै मनपर्ने, धुइचेको परिवारलाई म ठ्याक्कै मन नपर्ने। किन? म चाहिँ धुइचेलाई भुलाउनु जाने मान्छे। म बिहान उठेर चिया र पार्लेजी बिस्किट खाएर टक्कै धुइचेको घरमा जाँदा धुइचे सुँगुर ओखरमा चारो हाल्दै गरेको हुन्थ्यो। सो धुइचे सुँगुर ओखरमा चारो हाल्दै गर्दा म माथि बसेर त्यसलाई पर्खिबस्दै यसले कहिले खान सक्छ र चाहिँ म धुइचेसँग खेलौँ अब। सो त्यसरी हुँदाखेरि धुइचे र म जुन चाहिँ मेरो फ्रेन्डसिप थियो, मेरो मित्रता थियो, त्यसरी बढ्दै गयो। अनि एक दिन के भयो भन्दाखेरि अब दार्जिलिङको बर्खा कस्तो हुन्छ है, अबेरल झरी, डरलाग्दो पानी पर्दै थियो। तलबाट धुइचे आउँदै रहेछ, डोको आफूभन्दा ठुलो ढाकर, आधा निम्ठो भारी, धुइचे सेसेर फेफे हुँदै उकालो आउँदै रहेछ। मेरो बदमास नेचर पहिलादेखि अर्कालाई जिस्काइहाल्नु पर्ने। म बिचारा आमाले चिया पार्लेजी बिस्किट पहिलादेखि नै साह्रै मनपर्ने मलाई है। चिया पार्लेजी बिस्किट पेडीमा बसेर, घरको पेडीमा बसेर खाँदै थिएँ। धुइचेलाई तल देखेर, धुइचे जस्तो मेरो घरको अगाडि चप्लेटी ढुङ्गा थियो, चप्लेटी ढुङ्गामा आइपुग्यो। मैले बिच्चामा हौडेमा धुइचेलाई ए धुइचे भनेर जिस्काइदिएँ क्या। धुइचे त्यो चप्लेटी ढुङ्गामा चिप्लेर प्लाउमै लड्यो। अनि धुइचेको त्यो आधा निम्ठो भाडी जसरी एउटा सानो मान्छेको सपनाहरू पोखिन्छ नि, त्यसरी छरपष्ट भएर त्यो डोकोपट्टि टल्लो गरामा गएर लड्यो। अनि धुइचेलाई साह्रै रिस उठेछ। धुइचेले मपट्टि हेरेर साला टुट, तँलाई पनि अलिकति जिस्काउनु पर्ने भने क्या मलाई। अनि मेरी आमा जो कुर्सीमा बसिरहेको थियो, उसले पानी झरी केही सोचेन, ऊ मौरी जस्तो भन्केर गयो, साला अनाथ मुख छाड्छस् भनेर एक चड्कना धुइचेको गालामा चड्काइदियो। सायद त्यस दिन एउटा अनाथलाई एउटा आमाको थप्पडले निकै दुखेको। धुइचे बोलेन, आफ्नो डोको टिप्यो, हँस्या टिप्यो, घाँसहरू बटुल्यो। आधा निम्ठो भारी जुन चाहिँ थियो त्यो अझै आधा रहेछ। धुइचेलाई अब अझै आधा निम्ठो ल्याउनु छ। धुइचे, म पेडीमा बसिरहेको थिएँ, मेरो अगाडिबाट सरर गयो। धुइचे अवश्य रोएको, आँखा रातो थियो, तर त्यो पानीको अविरल झरीमा मैले धुइचे रोएको देख्न सकिनँ, धुइचेको आँसु देख्न सकिनँ। अनि यसरी दिन बित्दै गयो। धुइचे र मेरो बिचमा त्यो जुन चाहिँ मित्रता थियो त्यसमा टाढिँदै गयो। अनि म बजार पढ्न, त्यति बेला बजार पढ्नु भन्थ्यो हामी गाउँमा भन्दा बस्दाखेरि, बजार पढ्नु पठाएको भन्थ्यो। बजार पढ्न गएँ। अनि बजार पढेर मेरो त्यहाँबाट 12 पास गरेर म कलकत्ता गएँ पढ्नु। त्यहाँबाट म कलकत्ताबाट दिल्ली गएँ पढ्नु। दिल्लीको JNUमा मैले पोलिटिकल साइन्समा मास्टर्स गरेँ। अनि भर्खरै मात्र मैले नेटको परीक्षा क्र्याक गरेर अब PhD गर्नलाई भनेर घर फर्किएको थिएँ। म घर फर्किँदा जहिले पनि काइली आन्टीकोमा जान्थेँ, जसले मलाई चाहिँ कालो चिया र मकै अनि पिँडालु दिनुहुन्थ्यो। अरूलाई चाहिँ अर्कै कालो चिया बेच्नुहुन्थ्यो है। अनि धुइचे चाहिँ त्यो कालो चिया खानु त्यहाँ पुग्थ्यो जहिले पनि। अनि धुइचे त्यहाँ बसिरहेको रहेछ, म चिया खाँदै थिएँ। अनि धुइचेपट्टि हेरेर मैले ए धुइचे ठिकै छस् भने, धुइचेले ठिकै छु भने। उमेर भयो। अनि धुइचेलाई कुनै के जिज्ञासु भाव आयो, अनि तैँले के गर्दैछस् भने मलाई क्या। अनि धुइचेको प्रश्नमा मैले भने, मैले भर्खरै मास्टर्स सकेर यो सबै आन्सर दिए जुन मैले भने। त्यसपछि फेरि धुइचेले सोध्यो, यो मास्टर्स भनेको के हो? मैले धुइँचेलाई फेरि मास्टर्स भनेको के हो त्यो बुझाएँ। अनि भने कि अब म पिएचडी गर्दैछु भने। फेरि धुइँचेले सोध्यो यो पिएचडी भनेको के हो? मैले भने यो गरिसकेर डक्टर हुन्छ मान्छे भन्दा धुइँचेलाई अचम्म तैँले हस्पिटल खोल्छस् भने क्या म। अनि मैले धुइँचेलाई होइन भने अनि उसलाई पिएचडीको मतलब बुझाएँ। अनि त्यसपछि केमा चाहिँ गरेको भने मैले पनि धुइँचेलाई प्राउडली भन्ने मार्क्सवाद। अनि धुइँचेले सोध्यो यो मार्क्सवाद भनेको चाहिँ के हो? मैले धुइँचेलाई बुझाएँ सामन्ती भनेको को हो, सामन्त को हो, फ्लोरिटेरियनदेखि बुर्जुवादेखि ल्याएर बुझाएँ। धुइँचेले एक कप सेरेमकमा राखेको त्यसको कालो चिया स्वाट्टै खायो अनि पुत्त निस्केर गयो। अनि धुइँचेले मपट्टि हेरेर भने तिमी त पढेको मान्छे, सबै बुझेको मार्क्सवाद पढेको मान्छे, मलाई पनि भनिदेऊ न मेरो सामन्तीलाई मैले कसरी मान्नु। त्यस दिनदेखि मैले पिएचडी गर्न छोडेँ।
तुम्हें नहीं लगता ये लिखने वाले लोग अमूमन झूठ लिखा करते? अब मैं कहूं अगर तुमसे कि मुझसे एक दुनिया बनानी है तुम्हारे साथ जहां सिर्फ तुम और मैं, ना कोई शोर हो ना कोई करीब आए हमारे, बस तुम और मैं, तो ऐसा हो सकता है क्या? नहीं। लेकिन देखो यार, प्यार तो करता हूं तुमसे, और रही बात तुम्हारी, ये जानते हुए भी कि तुम साथ होना नहीं चाहती हो मेरे, मैं फिर भी तुमसे जुड़ा रहता। कितना दर्द होता होगा ना मुझे, सोचा करो, सोच के तो देखो। चलो छोड़ो, कुछ और बात करते हैं। लिखना तो है फिर भी, वो कैसे छोड़ सकते है ना? तुम्हें याद ना करना चाहूं भी तो इस बात को दोहरा कर कि तुम्हें याद नहीं करना है मुझे, मैं उस याद में भी तुम्हें याद करने लग जाता। तो कैसे करें? सॉल्यूशन तो ढूंढना होगा ना? नहीं तो लिख देते, लिखने से कुछ होगा ना? चलो आज फिर तुम्हारे लिए कुछ लफ्ज़ लिखता हूं, एक नज्म लिखूं क्या? कुछ ऐसी बातें लिखता हूं जो लिखूं वो तुम तक पहुंच जाए, कुछ ऐसी बातें लिखता हूं जो लिखूं वो तुम तक पहुंच जाए, बनाऊं कलम से रात का आसमां तो चांद आंखों में खिल जाए। मैं लिखूं तुम्हारे हुस्न को, मैं लिखूं तुम्हारे हुस्न को तो सूरज शर्मा के ढल जाए, मैं लिखूं तुम्हारी मुस्कान को जब उसे रूह तुम्हारी कहा जाए। मैं बिखेर दूं स्याही चारों तरफ, मैं बिखेर दूं स्याही चारों तरफ, तुम्हारी दिल में फिर सब समा जाए। मैं बिखेर दूं स्याही चारों तरफ, तुम्हारे दिल में फिर सब समा जाए। फिर लिखूं तुम्हारी यादों को तो दिलों से दिल में मिल जाए। मैं लिखूं तुम्हें फिर ख्वाबों में, मैं लिखूं तुम्हें फिर ख्वाबों में तो मेरे कांधे पर फिर सो जाए। मैं लिखूं तुम्हें फिर ख्वाबों में तो मेरे कांधे पर फिर सो जाए। मैं चूमूं तुम्हारे माथे को, तुम्हें फिर मुझसे इश्क हो जाए। शुक्रिया।